Welcome back to Ask Dad. On today's video, we're talking about 5 tips to make your computer run faster. So the first tip that I would give you, jumping right in, would be to look on your Windows desktop, and again, these are applicable to Windows machines, but look on your computer desktop and you should have an icon that says Recycle Bin. A lot of times we delete files and then don't think about them after that, but they go into the recycle bin where they just stay until we clear them out. So if you simply right-click on your recycle bin and click this icon that says Empty Recycle Bin, it'll get rid of everything that's in there and it'll free up that space for your computer to use. That leads into our next tip, and that is to check the status of your hard drives, see if they're full. If you come into a File Explorer, click on This PC, it'll show you all of your hard drives. On this computer I have 3 hard drives and a Google Drive, and you can see that I have plenty of space in each of those. All of them are less than 50% full. 50% isn't a magic number, but it does show that there's plenty of room for anything that I'm storing. If any of these are red, that'll mean that you're almost to the maximum capacity of those hard drives. That means that the computer has to look harder for room to put files, and it may bog it down. Your computer also uses some of the space on your hard drives as a swap file. It basically operates as RAM when you use the physical memory of your computer, the physical RAM of your computer. And if you don't have any space left in your hard drive, your computer will not run as efficiently. So make sure you have space. If you're running up close to the capacity of these hard drives, clear some of them out. Go find some of your old files, delete them out if you don't need them anymore. And that will help your computer run more efficiently. The next tip, the third tip, would be come into your settings and go to Windows Update. A lot of times people don't have this set up to where your Windows machine is not updating efficiently. You may have drivers that aren't operating as well, or you may not have the latest version of Windows. Windows is notorious for having a patch that doesn't quite work as well, and then they fix it real quick, but you may be stuck in that loop of having the bad patch. So make sure that your Windows system is up to date. We're not going to get into other operating systems that may or may not be better. I'm sure there may be some down in the comments below. However, on your Windows machine, make sure you're up to date, and that will hopefully help your machine continue running more smoothly. The next one, the fourth tip that I would give you, is this program called Advanced System Care. Now, Advanced System Care is a program that I have been using for years. And if you just do a Google search for Advanced System Care free, it'll bring you to a website called iobit.com. And they have a paid version also. If the free version works for you and you want to have upgraded options to that, you can opt to buy the paid version. This is not in any way sponsored by iobit. However, this system has freed up a lot of space and fixed a lot of people's computers that are running slowly, because what it will do is it'll go behind the scenes and allow you to scan the machine for all of these different options. And the registry a lot of time in your computer will get bogged up with old programs. It may have old versions or programs that you've installed and uninstalled, but it leaves little fragments in your registry. It'll clean up junk files. It'll do a privacy sweep. Now be careful with some of these options like the privacy sweep, because if you do that, it'll, as you see as I hover here, it erases your internet activity, and sometimes that'll actually clear out passwords on websites. So you'll want to be careful with some of these, but if you're having computer issues, I would select all, run it, get everything cleaned up, and then you can start going back, and maybe the next time you don't do the privacy sweep, or you may not do a couple of different options here. But Advanced System Care would be the fourth option that I would run through, and this program has been great in freeing up a lot of space on different computers that I've used. And then after you've done all these steps, the fifth step is more preventative, unless your computer is already infected, but it's a program called Avast Antivirus. Now, Avast is a program, it's an antivirus program. There are many others out there that you can use. This is one that I have used with great success over the number of years. They have a free version as well as a paid version. If you go to avast.com, there's a free antivirus download. You download it and it brings you into a control panel that will then it'll then protect your computer. You can set it up to do automatic scans. For example, if you come in here under protection, you'll see that you've got virus, core, quarantine, network inspector, and it does a lot of good things for your computer. And you can come right in and say, well, I want to do a virus scan, a full scan right now, or targeted boot scan, whatever it is. And you may find that you have a virus currently, or this may block viruses. What I do like about this is if you go to different websites, it may alert you and says, hey, we've stopped this connection because it has some sort of a virus on it. So that's something that can be a protection for you immediately. As if you go into the paid version, you can start getting the malware protection. You can get a lot of additional protections, but I would absolutely make sure that you have a good virus scanner running on your computer for preventative maintenance to make sure that you don't get a virus, or if you do happen to find one, it can stop it and prevent any additional damage. Those are the 5 steps that I would recommend doing right away if you're having computer issues. Thank you for being here. If this video has been helpful to you, please give us a like down below. If this is the kind of content you find helpful, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you know someone who may benefit from this, please do share this video with them. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on the next one.